Welcome to another episode of Ryan's YouTube Therapy. This is episode 3. This is episode 3. Before I get started, today we're going to be talking about Labubus. And it's a convincing argument that they may be an indicator that we are going into a recession. I'm going to explain that in 1 second, but first, I'm going to attempt to... Oh, I already dropped it. Fire. So Labubus, my daughter's obsessed with them. My daughter's 9, and I saw a video, and it was a very convincing video about back during like the 2008 financial crash, and every time there was been a recession, that people tend to find solace in buying things. But Pop Mart priced these Labubus at like $50. And you're seeing them everywhere. People are hanging them on their designer bags. My daughter's obsessed with them. They even have Lafufus, which are fake Labubus. And it's actually hard to tell what is real and what's fake. I've been duped. Me and Kristen, we got duped. But they look good. And Chandler still has them on her backpack amidst her other real Labubus. And we did find out that these were real, in fact. But honestly, who knows? But that's not the point. The point is that they cost like $50, and like reselling them, people are selling for like $100, and it's not a big purchase, but they're so obsessed with these things and they're putting them everywhere that it leads you to believe that people are still wanting to spend money in some way, shape, or form to give them that dopamine hit of like, oh, my life is ending, everything's crazy, and I need some solace. So let me buy, as grown ass adults, let me buy a $50 mini stuffed animal. Same with Squishmallows. I believe Squishmallows were the 2007 they got popularity. Again, grown people buying stuffed animals. That's a topic for another YouTube therapy. But in this case, I think we're seeing it everywhere. I think we're seeing, I speak from the content perspective because I make a lot of videos, get a lot of views, and I work with a lot of people that require us, and me and my team, to help them get a lot of views. And it's getting harder to charge the higher amounts, not for the value based on the service, but for the ROI and the outcome based on videos themselves. And if society is an indicator and things are popular like Labubus and Love Island, you can kind of see where people's attention is being focused to. Escapism. People want to escape. You'd be hard pressed to find people that are really happy right now. And I know I'm going to get a lot of comments like, oh yeah, you might be happy right now, but it's hard out there in the streets for everybody. I know a lot of business owners that are struggling. I know a lot of people that are struggling, and a lot of people that sell that are pretending to not be struggling on the internet too. And I think we're in this weird bubble that of false positivity. And I know people have been talking about this for years. This is like a new concept, but like a bubble, I think it's going to burst, and I don't know what that's going to look like, and it's kind of exciting because with bubble comes great opportunity, if you're prepared for it. But with the dynamics of content, escapism has gotten so extreme. You even look at the most successful YouTubers. You have Mr. Beast, who is arguably spending millions of dollars on every video he produces because it's free content. And then you have the Gary V's and the large business creators. Different scenario, but spending tons of money on big media teams for what is seemingly a low ROI. And Alex Hormozi had a thing he called delayed branding, and I wanted to put and that concept kind of stuck with me lately because it's what you're seeing with content creators and businesses today. Everyone wants money now, so they make videos for now. But society right now is paying $50 for some of the most popular items. They're not trying to spend $500 a reel. They're not trying to spend 10 grand a month. There needs to be some sort of ROI, and I think we're in a shift in culture where that ROI from content is very, very far-fetched. Using the Hormozi term was I call it the delayed branding effect. Everyone right now wants a personal brand. But to get a personal brand, you have to get personal. And personal is the freest form of content because ultimately it's the most authentic. It's where you actually take out your phone and you state an opinion that's usually emotionally charged, backed with some experience, and you have to hit post. And a lot of people they're not hitting post. Or they're sending that video to an editor, and the editor is stripping all the emotion and all the personality out of it. or they're covering it up with animations and graphics and things to soften the message. But at the end of the day, you know, the more aggressive you get at getting attention, the faster you're going to succeed at getting attention. But then right now, the price of attention is very high, but the ROI on attention is very low based on, I mean, just anything, what you see. Like, I don't know that Pop Mart crafted the Labubu to be the viral product. It was probably just some random ass product on their product line that like a Kylie Jenner saw and bought it because she thought it was cute. And she can't afford to buy it because she's strapping it to her fucking brand new Louis Vuitton bag or Chanel bag probably. They probably consider Louis Vuitton poor, let's be real. Like, you know, a Chanel bag or a Hermes bag and strapping a $47 Labubu. And then, you know, Sally from North Dakota was like, I need a Labubu. And then boom, now we have a viral shitstorm of stuffed animals and adults buying them. But point being is, you know, you're competing as a business owner, as somebody who's making videos or content as a whole with Labubus. You're competing with the Love Islands. You're competing with the Mr. Beasts. You're competing with all these people. And they can spend more money than you. And that is the sad fact, because I see it time and time out. Everyone is always like, oh, I need to get more views. How do I get more views? And then the argument is, well, I make my niche videos. And, you know, for those that don't know what a niche video is, it means something based around a specific topic. Like if I were to make niche videos, I'd be making videos about how to make videos because that's all I do. But quite frankly, I've made so many videos that I don't even give a shit about making the videos anymore. I'd rather just speak them good so I don't even have to edit them. And arguably, I have like 25 people that I pay every month to edit videos in some way, shape, or form for some of the largest brands. And the editing is downplaying personality because, and quite frankly, the creators are stopping themselves from showing that said personality. And I think that that's an interesting place to be right now because everyone wants a personal brand. Nobody wants to be personal. Because you know what personal gets you? Loneliness. You will piss people off. You will, most of the people, the irony of like the internet is the more personal you get on the internet, the more friends you have through your screen, the less friends you have in real life. And this is a fact that I've seen time and time again. That's why if you do have good friends in real life, you should stick by them at all costs. Like, and you'll know if they're good or not because they'll probably be the only ones left. Because you're going to say shit. Sorry. Emotional. You're going to say shit to piss people off. Because that's what a personal opinion is. It's your opinion. And the more personal opinions you have that are actually backed with authority and experience, and that is something that, you know, people are buying a Labubu and making videos about Labubu. Those are going to die. Like, Labubus will die. They're going to go somewhere, be something else. Might be a Squishmallow, Labubis, I don't know. But something else is coming. Because that's what attention is. Attention and relevance are fickle. So when it comes to trying to stand out, if you're trying to do that, at least most of these therapy sessions have themes because my world is immersed in mass content creation. So if you don't like making videos, I don't know why you're still watching, but maybe it's because, my personality. Because I'm talking about something that you probably don't even care about, but you're still listening because you like my personality. Because I'm saying things that people want to think, but they're not saying because it's opens for criticism. Like this is the shit that I was paying like $200 for this. I was talking to my therapist about this shit. And I got tired of paying $200 for it. You know, shout out if you're watching this, you know, thank you. But I got tired of paying $200 for therapy. So let me just publish my therapy on the internet for everyone to judge. But I think these are valid ideas and things that people should think about. You know, and that's, I always find myself wondering, why don't more people think about this stuff? But, you know, with that said, to wrap this back up to Labubus, the point is that it is very competitive for attention. And when you have attention, you have to quadruple down. Like Labubus have gotten more scarce, but they haven't stopped production. They're doing a great job at marketing the scarcity, which is a marketing principle that if something is hard to get, people want to get more of it, which is why every one of you motherfuckers wants to be a personal brand. Because it's hard to become a personal brand. It's scarce. Because I'm sorry to break the news. If you have like 5,000 followers on Instagram, you are not a personal brand. Like, and that's the reality. Because eventually, if you're creating videos about a specific topic, and this is where people get this is where I state my personal opinions, and everyone gets mad at me. Like, contrary to popular belief, I don't think you should be making niche-based videos. You'd be better off and get more attention right now if you made Labubu videos. That's why I'm making this one. That's why we titled it this. You know, like it's, you need to find relevance any way you can get it, and then have your opinion on it and have your factual experience on it. Like I can talk about Labubus. I think we bought like 8 of them right now, which states the financial means that I have for my kid, because a lot of people can't afford 8 of them. But point being, I've gotten that through making videos and getting attention. So the facts of the matter here are, if you want to get attention, you have to make videos that are highly opinionated about things that are relevant, and ideally somehow wrap in your life experiences and or expertise into this scenario. And that's why if you just make videos, if you're a real estate agent, a lot of you guys want to make videos, real estate agents. God knows the world doesn't need more of them, but you guys need to make videos to get clients. And you're also fighting an uphill battle because most people statistically buy one house in their lifetime. So you don't even have a recurring customer if you get that one customer, because not everybody's a real estate investor. But, you know, people will come once to buy a house from a real estate agent. They'll stay forever if they think you're funny and they like watching your videos. And that's what you want, because you might make a hat company later. Sell them a hat. They like you. They probably never buy a house from you, because I don't know that society's going to be buying houses for too much longer. But that's a topic for another YouTube therapy. But yeah, so yeah, Labubus. If you make videos about popular shit, you're going to get views. But the economy, that might be an indicator of where things are going. If a $47, I think it's $47. That's what they start at. I'm buying them on the aftermarket because I ain't got time to sit around and try to buy them off the website, because I don't even know how that shit works. And it's China. You never know what you're going to get. But anyways, that's it for this YouTube therapy.